doing some TOWBAR maintenance. These have never been touched, rebuilt since I bought them. Thought it was time because they were getting some play on the swivel areas. So I bought a kit that replaced all these bushings. There's one main one. I replaced this one right there on a 360 swivel there, and there's two that are inside, on the inside of the up and down swivel area. And these basically keep everything tight. No rattling, no play, nothing can get loose too at the same time. And then there's four of them inside the TOWBAR area here, which swivels the tow bars side to side. And then there's four here that are for the car attachment, and you see the two inside there. So I had all these replaced, brought them to a shop, but they had power tools to do it a lot faster. About this big puppy here that goes into the tow hitch, the square tubing, that big bolt right there goes inside this square tubing. Okay, by the way, this is my bike rack bracket. This is an attachment that you just slide on, and it's held by, it's adjustable because you could go up and down, and based on the distance of your motorhome, it's held by the two bolts on the bottom. Anyway, going back to the tow hitch, that big bolt is held by a big square nut and a lock nut inside the square tube in here. There's no way you're going to be able to see that. But anyway, you need at least a foot extension for that. With a power tool, it's a lot faster. So the gentleman that helped me out is a great guy. He's a great mechanic, actually. But those are all the parts that came in the kit. It even comes with new nuts. Comes with the new nuts there, which have all the bushings. Everything is nice and tight. And right now, I'm touching up all the nicks. If you notice, I didn't even realize, but there was some paint that was lifting. So basically, I scraped it up. I'm brushing it and sanding it. I'm going to be putting some primer. I'm going to wait about 8 hours and then spray some paint. And what I'm going to be doing after I finish painting it and I have it slid back in my tow hitch in the motorhome, which is a lot easier to work with, I'll be clipping these tie straps that hold the boots on both ends here. We'll be lubing the inside of those rods. Take the grime off the boot here, because all that road grime will really make it deteriorate a lot faster. And you don't want to be changing this. You'd have to take the whole thing apart if you're changing this. And then we'll put some Armor All or something over it so that it stays protected. I also have a cover on this. This way it protects it from the weather when it's not being used. We're going to do a little bit of touching up on the hitch itself on the motorhome, and just do a little bit of brushing so the paint will stick, get out all the grime and stuff. And if there's any rust spots, you definitely want to take that off, smooth it down, put a little bit of primer. I want to keep an eye on these springs here. If you notice, these get a little bit loose and they don't seal very well to protect your plug in there. So right here, you put it right under this spring so that it keeps that nice and shut. You don't want to get no dirt and grime in there and no water. So I'm going to try to find a little hose to slide through this clip here. Cut a little piece off of that. A very small piece here. I don't know if you can see that. And we'll slide it through that little piece right there. Just lifting that spring up so that you can slide that through. It's all nice and painted. Grease on there. So nice and lubed. Now I'm going to cut these straps off. I'm going to move the inside of the rod as well. You can see the grime. That's what you want to take off, and just put some fresh lube on there. I'm going to go ahead and cut the top one off too. What you need to do here is be very careful. You don't cut the boot. There we go. Very, very, very gently. Alright, so we go down, see all that grime. We want to get that out. To use silicone spray to do that. To soaking it up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and just wipe it all nice and shiny. Make sure you get all the grime off. Okay, to the top of the boot, because the boot will be on the way for the bottom section there. So, and make sure that there's no nicks. Okay. While we have the bottom boot off, you want to check something very important, the play in the bar itself that goes in and out. And keep in mind, this is the stopper, and this is the handle that makes it go. You see it? It makes it go down. So what you want to do is check the play by lifting it up and down, basically like that. You don't want more than 1/8 of an inch. So basically, this time around, I don't need to make any adjustments. It's an adjustment that's made inside this box. The section here comes off, and you're able to adjust this play. That's very important that you check that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some lube now. You just pretty much smear it on your finger. You put it all over the tow bar. Okay, we do the top section as well when you put the boot down. And that's it. I put a strap back on the bottom, and the boot is all the way up to the slot here on the bar itself. There's a small collar, and we'll put this one back on. There we go. We'll put that on, and we'll clip that off, and we're going to go ahead and do this other part. After you're all done, I cover that came with it. Actually, it's getting a little brittle. We need to get a new one of those. It does protect it from the sun, from the water, from everything. You guys have a great, great day.